Hi, thanks for joining me today. This video is going to focus on some movements that will help to release a little tension and tightness in the shoulders and the neck and the upper back. So start with something to sit up on, maybe a firm cushion or blanket, something to give the hips a little height so we can bring the spine into a more neutral position. So find first that nice length in your spine. Let your hands rest on your thighs with the palms up or down, whatever feels comfortable. And then just for a few moments, we're going to focus our attention and awareness to our breath. So you can do this by closing the eyes and letting your focus turn a little inward, or you can just take your gaze softly down, just letting the eyes just drop, not letting the head collapse forward. But just take a few moments again with the eyes closed or the gaze softly down to just notice how you're feeling, and notice the rhythm and flow of your breath. So just bringing awareness to each inhale and each exhale. And then gently begin to make your inhale a little deeper and your exhale a little longer. Think of filling the lungs from the bottom to the top as you inhale. Releasing the breath from the top of the lungs to the bottom on your exhale. And as we move through these movements today, make sure you keep that steady flow with your breath. That will help the body to be able to let go of some tension and tightness. Very gently let the eyes open. Keep a nice soft focus with the eyes. Then we'll start with just a simple movement for the head. We'll start to get a little movement in the neck. So imagine that you're drawing a circle with your nose. It can be a fairly small circle. So start off thinking maybe tennis ball size, or maybe orange size, or maybe even grapefruit size. But just start to draw a circle with the nose. So we're getting feeling a little stretch in the neck. You're getting a little stretch in the back of the neck as the chin drops down, a little stretch in the front of the neck as your gaze is up, but we're not, letting the head collapse all the way down, and we're not letting the head collapse all the way back. We're just exploring a little movement, noticing sensation. And then take your circle, go the other direction, and just notice how that feels. And find a size of circle that gives you a good stretch. So whatever that is, it might stay at that smaller size. Again, think like orange or grapefruit size, or maybe get a little bit bigger, like thinking salad plate or something else that gives you a reference for how big you want that circle to be. And then let your gaze come back to center. Bring the hands out to the ends of the kneecaps now with the fingertips draping down. We're going to do a little movement up for the spine, little warm up. As you inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the heart and the sternum, taking the gaze up. Think of a seated cow pose here, nice extension in the spine. And then as you exhale, round the spine, draw the belly in, tuck the chin towards the collarbones, feeling a nice length and stretch, nice flexion in the spine. So do that a couple times. Inhale, lift the heart and the sternum, take the gaze forward and up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Good. Once more, inhaling and exhale. And then inhale, come back to neutral, find that nice length right up to the crown of the head. Now bring your fingertips to the tops of the shoulders, let the elbows drop down. And then as we exhale, we're going to round the spine just like we were doing. We're going to bring the elbows towards each other, rounding the spine. And then inhale, let those elbows come forward, up, back and around as you lift the heart and the sternum up. So exhale, rounding the spine forward. And then inhale, lift the elbows, lift the heart and the sternum as you draw those elbows back, getting that opening through the front of the body. Do that a couple more times. Exhale, round forward, draw those elbows forward, and then inhale, reach them forward, up, back, and around. Good. One more time like that. Inhaling and exhaling. And now this time, inhale again, come forward, exhale again, come forward. And then as you inhale, release the arms all the way up and overhead. And then exhale, float the arms down behind you. Interlace the fingers, press down through the knuckles, or you can take hold of opposite elbows as if this feels better for your shoulders. But think of drawing those shoulder blades together. In the seated position, your elbows may stay a little bent. If you straighten the arms and you're running into whatever you're seated on or to your mat, then keep those elbows a little bent so you can get that opening across the front of the chest. If you'd like, you can take the gaze a little up. Don't let the head collapse backwards. Think of keeping that length in the back of the neck. Nice stretch across the front of the chest here. And then release the hands. Once again, float the arms all the way up and overhead. Palms together. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Pause here for a moment. Press into the palms. Elbows nice and wide. Collarbones nice and wide. You can take the gaze down just a little bit, tucking the chin towards the collarbones. Feel that little stretch in the back of the neck. Inhaling and exhaling, and then very gently let the eyes open. Excuse me. So for this next part, we're going to come actually down to our back. So whatever you were seated on, you just move it out of the way. Come to the end of your mat. Excuse me, got a little tickle there. Feet hip distance apart. Make sure there's nothing behind you in your way. If you do need a little support for your head to feel more of a neutral position for the position of your neck when we're lying down, you can always have your blanket or cushion as a little pillow. Just make sure it keeps a neutral spine, not pushing your head forward. So hands behind the thighs, nice deep inhale, lengthen up, widen the collarbones. Exhale, round the spine, draw the belly in, tuck the chin towards the chest. We're going to do another variation of that seated cat and cow. Inhale, lift the heart and the sternum, draw the shoulder blades together. Lengthen through the front of the body, and then exhale, round the spine. So we're getting that nice stretch through the shoulders, the neck, the upper back. Inhale again, come all the way up, lift the heart and the sternum, shoulder blades towards the spine. Exhale again, round the spine. One more time, inhaling. And then this time as you exhale, we're going to draw the belly in and slowly lower all the way down onto the mat. See if you can use those core muscles to lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. You can always use your hands to support if you need. So when you come down to the mat, heels under the knees, but a little bit in front of the knees. So not right up against the sit bones, just a comfortable position for the feet. Bring your arms overhead so you're reaching your fingertips towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. Your shoulders are still on the mat, so we're still thinking heavy shoulders here. Now take hold of opposite elbows, so making a little shape of a box right above the chest. Find a point on the ceiling or the sky if you're doing this outside to gently gaze at, and then take a nice deep inhale, keeping that head neutral, looking straight up. Gently draw your elbows over to the right side. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, come all the way back up to center. And now exhale, let your elbows release over to the left. Feel the stretch in the back of the right shoulder. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, come back up to center. This time as you exhale, let your elbows reach over to the right. Go ahead and let your head roll to the right. So the head is heavy. We're just rolling the head over to the right, that ear down towards the mat, looking to where that right elbow may be ready to touch the mat. And then inhale, bring everything back up to center. And now exhale, let your elbows release over to the left as your head rolls to the left. So feeling that stretch, take a breath here, inhale and exhale. And then inhale, come back up to center. So now this time, again, the elbows are going to go to the right, but we're going to let the head roll to the left this time. So as you do that, again, feel the stretch in the shoulder and the neck. Notice the difference. Inhale and exhale, and then come back up to center as you inhale. And then exhale the elbows to the left, let the head roll to the right. Take a breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. And then coming back up to center once again. Let the arms release. Just let the hands come comfortably down by your side. Pause for a few moments and just feel the connection that your body's making with the earth. So especially the shoulders and the head and the neck. Just notice how the upper body feels. Inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to add a little movement here with the legs, so getting the lower body into this little sequence also. So thinking about that movement that we just did, those movements, one of them might have felt a little better for you than the others. And if so, I want you to do that variation. So again, your gaze can be directly up while the arms move side to side, or you can let the head follow the direction of the arms, or the head go the opposite direction of the arms. So again, your option, or do a little bit of each of them if all of them felt good. So reach the fingertips again up towards the ceiling. Take hold of opposite elbows. Maybe think this time, let that opposite forearm lead. So you probably did it a certain way the first time. So see if you can cross the opposite arm on top. Walk your feet towards the outside edges of your mat. The knees are going to go the opposite direction of the arms. So nice deep inhale. Exhale, let the elbows release to the right. Let the knees drop over to the left, and let your head go wherever it feels the best. So again, maybe the gaze is up towards the ceiling. Maybe the head's rolling over to the right or to the left. And then inhale, bring everything back up to center. And then elbows left and the knees to the right. And again, whatever felt best for your head and neck. So keep that going with the breath. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, releasing elbows right, knees left. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale again, back up to center. And then elbows to the left, knees to the right. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. We'll do one more time each side. And again, whatever position feels best for your head and neck. And again, you can change that up if you'd like. So again, knees over to the left, elbows to the right. Take a breath. And then back up to center, switching sides, elbows left, knees right. Inhale and exhale. And then once again, come back up to center. Let the arms release down by your side. Walk the heels back in so the heels are just, again, in alignment with the knees. Take a breath. Notice how the body feels once again. Inhale and exhale. So we have one more little sequence here for the neck and shoulders in this reclined position. So this time we're going to bending the knees, pick the feet up off the mat, take hold of the tops of the knees with the hands. So the arms are straight, supporting the weight of the legs. You should feel a natural little curve, that little lumbar curve of your lower back away from the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, draw your right knee towards you. So you're bending that right elbow, you're drawing that knee towards you. Think of pressing that left knee a little away. You're going to feel a little stretch and traction on the left side of the neck and the shoulder. And then very gently roll your head to the right so you're feeling that stretch up into the neck. And then exhale, come back to neutral. Take a breath here, inhale and exhale. And now draw the left knee towards you, press the right knee a little away, roll your head to the left. So we're feeling that stretch in the right side of the neck and the shoulder. Inhale and exhale, and then gently again, inhale, come back to center. Repeating one more time on each side. So the right knee's coming towards you, the left knee's pressing away, your head's rolling to the right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to center, press the right knee away, draw the left knee towards you, roll your head to the left. So the head is always going the direction of the knee that's coming towards you. So we're feeling that length and stretch on the opposite side of the neck and shoulder. And then once again, come back to center, release the feet down, extend the legs all the way out, legs straight, arms down by your side. Close the eyes for a few moments, feeling the connection that the body's making with the mat, especially, again, the heaviness of your head and your shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. Another breath. And then very gently let the eyes open, draw the knees in towards the chest, cross the feet at the ankles, reach out, take hold of opposite feet, lift the feet and the hips up, gently rock yourself up to seated or come up to seated however it works for you. So I hope that you enjoyed that little sequence to really focus on the shoulders and the neck and the upper back. That is an area that we do carry a lot of tension and tightness. For those of you who are riders, equestrians, when we hold onto the reins, we can have this tendency to kind of let all of this tension and tightness creep in. So that sequence can be really beneficial. You can also do that reclined sequence that we did. Of course, any of the seated ones you can do before you ride at the barn. And you can also do the one we did lying down in this position here, where you're just moving the head the opposite or the same direction of the arm. So this is that same one we did reclined. If that was feeling really good for you, that is something that you can do again just before you get on your horse to ride. So thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to let you know that I am doing a 4-part online series focusing on improving your posture and doing some movements like that, plus some more work for the length of the spine and our core. That's going to start on March the 23rd, 2023. So I will have a link in the description below so that you can check that out if you'd like at GreyHorseYoga.com. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Thanks. Bye-bye.